Okay, this is going to take a long time, and I might forget about some books, but whatever. Now, I'm going to be doing the comics I'm most thankful for. Now, obviously, I'm thankful for all of the comics I get, excluding the ones that I hated, like Superman Year One or anything like that. I spent a lot of money on. Of course, there have been a few that I've gotten on sale. Also, those I'm thankful for. The times I was just like, you know, I could get this book. I could, but this is one of the ones that were on sale. Not a good. Okay, better example. This one is $39.99. So I could get a few of these for $5.99. It's like, why would I do that? I'm sorry for people don't know that I'm doing videos, so you'll hear a bunch of stuff going on in the background. Hopefully not too much. You're all watching the movie, so hopefully it'll all go down. But, you know, the ones that I love these you'll see, obviously, but all the ones, there's plenty more. Pretty much, there's only like a select few of them, and even some of the ones I did buy for, like, say, $5.99 have turned out to be good ones. So, pretty much all of them, I'm thankful for having. I'm thankful for the huge comic haul that I have. Like this, you should see it. If I had any sort of editing software, I would show you the comics as I went through them, like as I talked about them, and then like you'd see like a little, you know, there's stacks of these. Here, I'm gonna try my best to do this. Okay. See, this is already failing. No, I'm sorry. Well, no, maybe you can. Here, maybe. Okay, I hope you guys can see these. I think I'm doing it right. Yeah, because what I'm doing is I'm looking through the iPad. Not that one. I'm looking through the iPad and seeing like I'm doing the math, so to speak. Like I'm saying, if the iPad is right here and the comics are there, you know. I'm sorry if that looks stupid. I'll look through it when I upload it. If I had any sort of editing software, I'd end this cut and intercut it, but I don't. Okay, without further ado, let's go. Marvel's Companion. Thankful for this one, you already saw that. Thankful for this one because it has some individual issues. Individual issues, meaning this one. These things. Whoa! I knew that was coming. I was sitting on my, I was kneeling. One knee was on the blanket and one knee was on the ground. Not good balancings. And I will not be doing any of these. That would take too long and I want to do it justice. So maybe a part 2 one day. I'll finally do this. And some of these I have sold. Not because I hated them, but because I had them in collections like these. Or I had a double of them. Or something like that. Which doubles, you would think I'd have the original. Anyways. So, some of the individual issues. That's what an individual issue is. Weren't even on the Marvel app. And this collection itself, the Marvel's Companion, is not on the Comixology itself. I hope I put those together good. It's not on the Marvel app itself, or on Kindle, or anything like that. And with the companion piece, you would want Marvel's. This is my highest recommendation for a comic ever. If you have not read this, even if you haven't read a whole lot of Marvel books, I mean, you know, you don't have to read, have to have read any real Spider-Mans or Fantastic Fours or whatever, but it's a lot better if you do. You know, you get a better experience if you have read these stories, or at least know about them, a good majority of them. But this is my highest recommendation for anybody. If you like these characters, if you like Marvel as a whole, get this book if you haven't already. See how much you can see how it's chipped. I hate that. Well, I'm not gonna be reading it anytime soon because the individual issues are really long, and I just read it, so I don't usually reread a book. I mean, that would be an exception maybe, but I don't usually. It's an exception actually. I read it for a second time and with not really having to, because I couldn't read this without reading the Marvels itself. But also this one has the Ruins issues that I wanted to read. So I haven't read that yet. The reason why I haven't read a lot of these books is there's just so damn many, and because of books like this, library books. I'm currently reading that, so I don't want to lose my place. This one is part of, there's a lot of categories. That one, The Marvelous Companion, was just one I wanted to get. This is also one I wanted to get, but one I heard was really good, because Marvelous Companion I didn't hear much about. I heard a little bit about it, but Daredevil by Frank Miller. I have heard so much about this run, and everything I've heard about it is what I want from Daredevil, so I picked that up, and I'm glad I got it. $30. I think my mom bought it for me. I vaguely remember because I have some of these issues in the second volume. I have all of Frank Miller's run, whether it's digital, which is with $2, or it's physical, like with this one. The second one looks different. It's Visionaries has a different cover than this because this is technically a second printing. But I had some of these issues. They didn't just put the issues that weren't in the Visionaries. They didn't want to do that because they would have had to have sold it for $19.99. So I didn't want to spend the full price on it, so I think my mom got it for me. I don't remember. I'm surprised she did. She doesn't do that shit. I'm more thankful for that. I don't know why I was for that. It's for comedic effect, I guess. Now this one is because I've read it and I really, really like it. And that's X-23. This is Christopher Yost and who's the other writer? Craig Kyle and Christopher Yost's their crowning achievement, basically. Their X-Force, which conveniently has this character in it, is not nearly as good as this series. It's ended. The ending of that series, like the 6-issue series that I read, was good, but I'm not getting Volume 2 anytime soon, or at all, really. I'll probably go on to a new X-Men run. And then Volume 2 I got, and I'm thankful that I returned it because it was in terrible condition the first time. Okay, I should not put these in the same pile as these. Because I have so damn many comics, there's like, I put these comics in this pile, and these comics in this pile on my shelf. Literally in a pile, like stacked. Not going this way, but going this way, because I'm stupid. This one is an exception because I wanted to read, this is like Batman after the Crisis series, which Crisis is one that's coming up. Do I have it? No, it's like, no. Oh yeah, I do. And also this one. This is Crisis on Infinite Earth. So I'll do this one first. This one I was thankful to get, even though I was stupid enough to get rid of it on Prime Reading because I didn't like it the first time I read it. I reread it, really liked it, I'm thankful I reread it. And that's another category. There's plenty of books I've reread, some of the library books I've reread, and the second time was much better than the first time, and I found a new liking. Not a new liking, but a new appreciation for it, that's a word. Appreciation for it. I would have edited out that me saying liking by any kind of editing software, but I don't. It's not that I don't, it's just that I didn't get to pay for the ones that I'm used to using. And I'm out of touch, I guess you could say. Like, I haven't had enough practice, so I don't really need to edit. Anyways, it's this kind of video. Crisis on Infinite Earths. Got it again. I mean, it's $30, but it was worth every penny. I've liked it so far. It is a little confusing. I have to go back to the beginning now because I haven't read it in a long time, but this is good. I like it. What was the Marv Wolfman book I was reading then? Because there was one. Oh, the Fantastic Four. I'm done with that now. Oh, and the runner-up. Wait, I'll do that. Yeah, I already know what I'm talking about, but I'll do that in a second. There are some that I didn't put in the list, and the runner-up is just like, I like it just the same, but I just did not want to get it out because it's hard enough getting these books out. So this Batman one, going back to the Batman one, there's actually an issue in here that's an infamous issue. And when I found out that it's in this book and in the Robin book that I got, because I wanted the Robin book, I was so happy. I was like, yes, nice. And the ones before it and the ones after it. Some classic stories in here. And I have the issues that, because this one collects, like, let's say 400 to 404, and it skips to let's say 410. I have those missing issues in another Batman collection. That's not in here. It's year one, but it's not in here. That's another one, but I haven't read that one yet. I know, it's surprising, but just haven't had time because of all the books I've been reading. I kind of like being that's why I like the schedule. I love the schedule. Having one work week a week, one work day a week. And it will hopefully be a video tomorrow. And then Saturday, hopefully. And later in the week, it's depending on how much I get my Visa card. Anyways, Doomsday Clock, this is kind of runner-up. Sequel to Watchmen, which I don't have. I do. I always say, like, oh, no, it's stacked here, or it's like, oh, I won't be able to find it. Watchmen and Doomsday Clock. And of course, there's Batman Flash the Button, which is between this I have over there, but I just don't want to get out of. I just want to get it out of there. You should see how squeezed in it is. If I take one out, I have to like be sure I'm gonna read it, not just be sure I'm gonna do it for a video or anything like that, because it is not worth the hassle I have to go through to get it out. So Batman the Flash the Button is an honorable exception, along with Rebirth, which is on the Kindle, and yes, I will do I will do a Kindle version of this, of the books that I have on the Kindle, yada yada, thankful for, yada yada yada. It'll be books I'm most proud of owning, because thankful for, I mean, see, this is not a complete list, because I have so damn many books on the Kindle, and then some I didn't get, and then some I probably forgot about, so this is just like, basically, I think at the top of my head, but it's a good amount. You saw the amount, hopefully you did. I really hope you did. I'm sorry if that came out terrible. I'm not doing a second cut. I like this cut so far. If I get interrupted, I'll see how it looks. Anyways, Watchmen. A whole bunch of people, almost everyone I know in the comics community has, personally, no on YouTube, like you guys know me. They've not shut up. They did not shut up. They always like, Jesus. They talk a lot about this book, and they say it's good. Really, really good. You gotta read it. Must read. I read some of it, and I liked it. And then Doomsday Clock. I just want to see Superman and Batman interact with the Watchmen characters. That's such a bad thing. Everyone hates that. Not hates it, but there's a lot of people that don't like it. And I'm like, I mean, I get it. You want Watchmen to be a standalone thing. But it's not like Jeff Johns went back in time and made this not happen. Like, I don't get that. I really don't. People say, they ruined this character for me. It's so ruined. Like, they did not go back in time, take your favorite run of Batman, and rip it out of existence, and replace it with their run. No. They just wrote a bad run of Batman. And I get it. There are runs of Batman, and runs of Superman, and runs of Fantastic Four that I absolutely despise. Like Roy Thomas's Fantastic Fours, and Roy Thomas's Avengers. Another one that I hated buying was Crazy Girl War. But I'm not going to say, oh my god, Roy Thomas ruined Avengers. Now, I get it if, like Brian Michael Bendis' Superman is really bad. I'd get it if that for 30 years from now, he's still writing Superman. Yeah, you kind of ruined the character because now everyone thinks that is Superman. I get that part. If, like, the guy was on Superman for a long time and he influenced other people to do the same thing he was doing, and that kept going on until everyone basically forgot about, or a lot of people forgot about, the good Superman. I get that part. But I don't, like, Roy Thomas on Fantastic Four or Avengers, he was on there for a good amount of time, but he's off of it, obviously. We have Jason Aaron's run, and that's, I've heard isn't great, but I've read it, it's pretty good. Okay. Tangent rant over. DC New Frontier. Another one, like with Watchmen, that everyone was recommending, left and right. And I'm glad I have it. I have not read it yet because it's 64 pages. And this is the one, I read that Catwoman one, that was also Darwin Cook. He wrote it and drew it. The Catwoman run I'm reading right now, which is much better. It's Ed Brubaker. And we're doing a reading recommendation on that once I finish it. Is drawn by Darwin Cook. And he wrote and drew this book. And I'm kind of skeptical. I hope it's much better than his Catwoman. I mean, it's a different story than Catwoman, so you would think it would be different and better. It'd be better because it's different. Punisher Taxi Wars. Now, I absolutely despise it when they either in a collection and with the creator, they just were like, let's have you take a break. I mean, I get it. They need breaks. I'm not saying they shouldn't take a break, obviously. But let's take a break and have this guy come on. So when we collect it in collected form, we take these issues out. I don't care if issue 6 to issue 13 like they were, because it was Garth Ennis, he stopped the run. Like, let's say issue 6, I haven't read it yet, so it's not a spoiler. Let's say issue 6 ends with Punisher in jail, and this one is completely not non-continuity, non-canon, or whatever. It's Tom Payer's own story. I still don't care. I still want these issues, and thankfully, I was able to find these issues. And I swear to God that a week before, it was a week before I seen it, that said it wasn't these issues were not collected in collected form. They are. I have them. I'm glad I have them. I'm glad I didn't say, oh, it's probably the 7 through 12 of the 2000s run. It was 2001. Likely I looked it up and I made sure that these were the issues that was missing from the omnibus. And again, the Punisher omnibus, I'm looking at it right now, the Carnage omnibus, and one I'm going to very soon. All those I'm thankful for, obviously, too. It's just to get all those, it's just a pain in the ass, you know. Again, you can pretty much just the ones except for Kree Skrull War, Superman Year One, you know, those ones I've said I've hated, like the Buyer's Remorse one. Take those ones out, and then all the ones I've recommended, all the ones you've seen, I've said, like, oh my god, I'm so happy I have that. Those are the ones thankful for having. It's just doing it all in one. I really should have just done a comics collection video, but I didn't. And also, it would have been kind of weird because I would have stopped at the comic, and it would have taken a long time. I'll do a comics collection soon, maybe by Christmas. And what's going to be even a bigger pain in the ass, and this is all worth it, by the way, is doing the every comic I've got in 2020. Because that in this video right now are both videos I want to do. It's a lot to do it. Anyways, let's go, because we're already 17 minutes. This is going to be a 44-minute video, I can already tell. Or longer than that. Alright, let's try and not speed round it, but let's try and get quicker. It's quicker. Okay, Green Arrow by Kevin Smith. I've heard this one is great. I'm glad I got it for $24.99. And it's all of his run in one collection, because he was only there for 15 issues. That's 15 issues in one collection. That's awesome. Price, too. Price is another thing I really like. DC books are the best pricing around, except for the issue ones and the volume ones of Image books. They're always $10. Now, this one I was glad to see for $8.99 because I had this previously in Prime Reading. I had finished it, and there was other books I had to replace it with, so, you know, that got lost in that rubble, so to speak, and then it was off Prime. So I'm glad that even if this is on Prime, back on Prime, like what that Batman one I gave back, and with Crisis, I'm glad I got this for a steal price. It was $8.99. This one, I don't know if I have this with it. Same with this. I mean, these weren't on Prime. It's just I have them now. Now I can read the first 12 issues in this run of this little Trinity War thing. Forever Evil. I'm thankful I went back and I got, because I want to read that story. Ooh, I gotta remember to go through these. Let's do that now. Superman Smashes the Klan. It's got a 4.6 on Goodreads, and just it didn't sound like my thing at first, but now it does. It's just I kind of felt like the mixture of kids and young adults. So it's not technically kids, but the mixture with the demographic and the storyline, I felt like didn't mix well, and I kind of felt like it was dumbed down. I hope it's not. Ms. Marvel, I like this series. Even the most recent one I'm liking. The fifth volume, I'll give you guys, that's the worst one so far. And that one opened my eyes to the criticisms that other people have. Batman Hush. I don't care what you say. This is better than, in my opinion, this is better than The Dark Knight Returns, which we wouldn't have had this without Dark Knight Returns. So I'll give it that. Dark Knight Returns is the most important Batman book. Because without that, we wouldn't have the Batman we have today. We'd have the 60s Batman. But this is just a damn good Batman book. This is very easy to get. It's probably at your local library. You know, hell, your local library. I think it's on Prime Reading. I know it's on Kindle Unlimited. No, it's not. It's on Kindle Unlimited. But I don't know. It's readily available. Buy it. This one got me into Superman. This is just this is my favorite of, and this is why I am disappointed with the other Superman origin story retold that I'm currently reading. But this one was just so damn good. It was everything I wanted. Yeah, this is not a Superman comic. I get that, but it kind of is, kind of sort of. It gave me everything I want in the Superman book, mostly everything. Because again, it's not technically a Superman comic. You know, we don't really like it. It's different. You'll see once you read it. Which I all these books I highly recommend. I mean, I haven't read some of these, but the ones I have read are highly recommend. Most. Kick-Ass. So damn good. The movie is way better than Deadpool, and I have Deadpool, right? I have the first 2 Deadpools. I'm glad I have them. But it did everything that the first Deadpool movie didn't do, and multiplied it by 10. And everything it did, too. I should say that at first, that makes more sense. But this one, I cannot wait to get Volume 2. I don't know why I haven't yet. Daredevil Yellow, just a damn good retelling of its origin story. Preacher. Had book 1 on Prime Reading, got book 2. I already want the rest of the books. Mainly because I only have 4 left to get. Deadpool, Daniel Way. Love this run. Kind of wish I got in the omnibuses because it has some additional content that's not on here. But it's uh-oh. Deadpool Saga ain't on here. They said Deadpool Saga was on here. It's on the second one, maybe? No, because it's on the first one. See, they have an omnibus that has Deadpool Saga and some Hitmonkey touching outside my nose. Some Hitmonkey. The Hitmonkey, they say. You saw that video I did. I hope. Alright. Miles Morales, Spider-Man. Don't know why I have them both. But I love this series. I got these and the ones, even if it was digitally, and the ones digitally. This one, I'm just thankful that Robert Kirkman was on it. For Walking Dead, he did Marvel Zombies. Runaways. So damn good. My highest recommendation. You can start with this one because this is their first one. It's readily available too. I almost like it's the omnibus. The second volume isn't as good, but it's still really damn good. Brian K. Vaughan is a godsend. Fantastic Four by Jonathan Hickman. Runner-up was John Byrne, but it's over there, hard to get. So all the omnibuses I have, I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful I have. Especially that one I got for free. The Wolverine one I got for free. Fantastic Four. Jonathan Hickman. It's a damn good run. Got me into Fantastic Four, so. Or back into it, rather. Spider-Verse. Thankfully I found it at such a cheap price, too. $4.97. Wow. $1 per issue. That's how comics should be. They should be $5. They should be $5. Or it's $10. Like, it should not be this expensive. It was like, what, $15.99? Probably more than that. I can't see it from here. Spider-Man Birth, because the sticker is over it. Spider-Man Birth of Venom. For some reason, the new printing is not as thick, even though it has the same stuff in it as this one does. Weird. There's not that many extras, like at the end. But this is good. I like this. Oh yeah, sorry. So this is the Birth of Venom. Has one of the most classic stories of all time in it. It's this issue. That's the first appearance of the Black Suit Spider-Man. So you get that little saga. You get like the first appearance of Venom, some classic early Venom Spider-Mans. Basically, my favorite era of Venom was, I mean, of course, like the Flash Thompson one, which is this one. Convenient. Oh, and also this one is out of print, so I was lucky I got it when I did. Just wish I had gotten Volume 2 digital. I hadn't gotten it digitally and had gotten it when it was available. For some reason, last night when I watch my videos sometimes. I was like, when I heard about like Volume 2, seeing it, I was like, oh, I should have gotten it, and I just remembered, oh yeah, I have it digitally. Anyways, so that one, oh, so my favorite I guess you would say, like, pre-Flash Thompson, I guess, is the original. Like, I hate the 90s ones, starting with Lethal Protectors. I think the solo Venom series I really hate, except for this. And, of course, the other runs. And the modern Venom is really damn good. But the 90s Venom was not. Ultimate Spider-Man, a damn good series. I'm going back to it. I forgot a lot of what happens in it. So another one I just want to binge by. Okay, so I got all those ones. We're getting there, guys. Forever Evil Blight, which is good price. And I thought it was all the tie-ins. Wasn't. Green Lantern, damn good price. Glad I went back and got it because it was $7.99, so it was cheaper than the other New 52 ones. This Gotham Central one, just, you know, everyone was talking about it, how good it was. Gideon Falls, I like when they, again, a $9.99er. And now I can read this in a second volume. I can be all caught up in a series that a lot of people are saying is a good modern series that you should pick up. It's like, it's an ongoing modern ongoing series. I Kill Giants, I don't know why I have one here. I guess it was just, oh, it's $19.99 price. And it's a full series. Firepower. Oh yeah, the Prelude, this is an original graphic novel, not the first whatever issues of it. There's some confusion when I did that haul. That's clearing up the confusion. Well, I got the second one of this because this I really enjoy. This I'm just glad I found finally. And this is speed round because not a lot of these I've read. If I've read one of these, I will talk about it. Like with this one, I haven't read it all, but this has some classic stories. Stan Lee at his best. Like, it's not Stan Lee. Let's talk about. Let's discuss what's going. Let's explain what's going on in the panel and make the comic feel like it's a feature length. It's a 3-hour epic. It's Stan Lee. Let's write what was necessary, and sometimes what's going on in the panel. But it's just Stan Lee at his best. It's with Spider-Man. This one is after the Venom one. So I was happy to find that. And both of these are out of print. This one is really out of print, like $200 this is worth. I will sell it once I get the omnibus, which I probably won't get because that one's out of print too. And if I had the money for it, I would have gotten it, but I didn't. Okay, so this is a twofer. I've read some of these, and it's just I got a full thing of this. This is Batman New 52. Damn good series. Highest recommendation. Second favorite Batman book. And probably one of my favorite Batman runs. And yes, he did fall. Scott Snyder is terrible now. And it's so sad to see because he was so good before. I don't know why I have this one. I guess I was thankful to finally find it, I guess. And yes, I kind of have done this before, but it's not really. Okay, so alright, let's do them. Almost done. Alright, I'm gonna do this fast because I fear that it's gonna end for no reason. Say your storage is full. Mouse. Got it early. Reinvigorated my love for Amazon, I guess. I don't know. My Amazon rant, it wasn't because I hated Amazon. It was just because I found a lot of faults with them. I do have a lot of faults, and I still do think that they're a pretty bad company sometimes. Okay, Joe Hill one, $30 for that. Has all his other comics, non-Lock and Keys. Then speaking of Lock and Keys, I really like this series. The Netflix series is pretty good too. Oh, and also, oh wait, no, there's some. Why did I do that? Oh no! Oh no! Okay, so ignore these two. I mean, this one I got a good price on, and this is Jeff Johns. I guess I like Jeff Johns and Chris Music. I guess I don't know. All right, and this one, I was reading, I liked it. I reread it. You know, read it the first time, was like, eh. Reread it, was like, bang. Got it. I don't know where I was going with that. I read it for the second time, I was like, that's good. Really good. Like it. Alright. Oh, and finally, just because I'm so glad I got it. I hope these are as good as, I hope they're as good as they're saying it is. That's irredeemable and incorruptible. That is the end. How would we at? Oh wow, 30 minutes. 14 minutes shorter than I thought it would be. Still gonna take a long time to upload. It's gonna make sure I did them all. Yep, I did. Those are all the comics I'm thankful for. Obviously, I'm thankful for all the comics I did. And again, except for the ones I didn't like, because you wasted your money on it. But the ones that I spent money on, however much it was or however less it was, and I really liked the comic, those are the ones I'm really thankful for getting. Even if I haven't read them yet, which is a lot of them. I have a problem. Hey, we all have problems. My cousin says that he plays too much Minecraft. He shared something on Twitter today saying he had like 1,152, I think it was, hours put into Minecraft on all of his devices. That means like iPad, or in his case, iPhone, Android, computer, Xbox One, you know, all that shit. I actually put Minecraft on the original Xbox. I think they could do it just because it's pixelated. It's not like realistic shit, like, you know, how they do with, like, Last of Us or whatever. Alright, that's it. I did not hit it again. I hit the thing, I hit the other thing. Oh, well, I hope it's not bright for you guys. I'm turning up the brightness on the camera. Let's turn it down low. Can I do that? Alright, there you go. I wonder if that's going dark for you guys. That's actually really good lighting. Like, if you want to make like a dark scene or something like that, but you don't want to turn on the lights. Ah, it's bright. Alright, I'm gonna stop.